Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something pretty interesting. These hybrid apps, software that's trying to be your social hangout and maybe put a little cash in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, we're looking at one called HiFami. Now, you might have seen it called HiYami or HiYami
Yeah,
in the sources, but we'll stick with HiFami just to keep it simple.
right.
So our mission here is pretty straightforward. Let's quickly unpack how this thing actually works based on the material you sent over. Really focus on how it mixes fun, friends, and, well, virtual earning.
Yeah, and it's key to see HiFami positions itself first as, a social place. Live streaming, chatting, that's the front door.
Okay.
The earn while you play part, it's almost presented as this light
Yeah.
secondary feature.
But that's the core tension, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The sources really hammer this point. Is it a genuine way to earn something, or is it just, a clever setup to get your time and data? Let's dig into the mechanics first.
Well-
So the social side. Users make an account, standard stuff. But then they join these live rooms or families. What exactly are those?
Think of them as interactive groups. It's where people chat, sure, but also compete, do activities together. It's built around group interaction.
So it's not just passive scrolling. You're kind of involved.
Exactly. And that structure, those families, it's clever. It taps into that need to belong, maybe even a little peer pressure to participate.
Right, because your activity affects the group somehow.
Absolutely. It's designed to keep you coming back. That social pull is then combined with pretty simple mini games.
Okay, so social stuff, mini games. How does the earning actually happen?
Well, there are a few ways. You earn the app's currency by, like you said, playing those mini games.
Actively playing.
Actively playing, yes.
Nah.
Or completing small tasks, joining live events the app pushes. They also reward you for inviting friends, the usual referral stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this other thing, idle mining for virtual gold.
Okay, hold on. Idle mining. What does that mean in this context? Is it like crypto mining?
No, not really. Think of it more like passive accumulation. You get points, this virtual gold, just for being there. Logging in daily, maybe hitting some basic activity metrics.
So it's less about effort, more about just showing up, retention.
Precisely. It's a hook to keep you tethered to the platform, making you feel like even just opening the app has some kind of monetary value, even if it's tiny.
Gotcha. And all this activity generates, what, coins? Diamonds?
Usually, yeah, coins or diamonds. It looks like standard in-game currency you'd see anywhere.
Right. But here's where it gets really interesting, as you said earlier. These aren't just points for bragging rights. The sources say you can potentially redeem them.
That's the promise. These virtual rewards, the coins or diamonds, can sometimes be converted, in some places, yes, into actual cash or gift cards.
There's a catch.
A big one. The crucial caveat is that the withdrawal options, the conversion rates, even if you can withdraw, it seems to vary massively depending on where the user is located. Your region matters a lot.
Okay, so let's recap that hybrid model. You've got the social side, the live streaming, these families. You add mini games, you sprinkle in this idle mining concept, and it all generates this virtual currency,
Which might be convertible to real value.
depending on your geography.
Exactly. And that's the fascinating part from, a design perspective.
How so?
Well, the app integrates everything. It's not just a game, not just social. It ties the entertainment, the social connection, directly to a potential reward. It fuels competition within families, keeps people chatting, keeps them logging in.
But if the reward isn't actually available to everyone, isn't that a bit misleading? You're spending time using data.
That definitely raises transparency questions, for sure. From the app's growth standpoint, though, it's kind of brilliant in a maybe cynical way. It uses what psychologists call a variable reward schedule. The uncertainty of the payout, if you'll get it, how much it's worth, that keeps people hooked more effectively than a guaranteed small amount. The idea of the cash reward feels valuable, even if the actual payout, for those who can get it, might be incredibly low per hour spent.
So the perceived value outweighs the actual economic return for many users.
Often, yes. That combination, social ties, easy gameplay, and this variable location-dependent chance of real money, it creates a really powerful engagement loop.
So what does this all mean? We've looked inside HiFami, and it seems to cleverly mesh our social needs with this gamified earning system using coins and diamonds all structured around these family groups. It sort of reframes leisure time as potential work, making scrolling feel productive.
Right. And that leaves us with a pretty provocative thought for you, the listener, to chew on. Given that some of these virtual rewards can become real money, but the rules are set and changed by the platform and vary wildly by location, how blurry is that line going to get between just spending time online socially and actual economic activity, especially as this kind of model inevitably spreads? Where does play stop and work begin in these digital spaces?